What's going on? What's going on? What's happening? You know what time it is. You know you're in the place. It's time for the BirdCage LLC. On the way in, hit that like and subscribe button. We got a special guest in the building tonight. Y'all tap in. Let's go.
Okay, y'all, this is it.
What's going on, good people? You know how we get down. You either get right or you get left. You're absolutely right tonight by tuning in tonight. So we got a few things we're going to go over tonight. Got a lot of things we're going to cover. Shout out to John Brooks. Yeah, you're the first one to hit that like and smash button. We appreciate it. What up, Nick? But before we get into everything else, man, I want to give a special shout out to Mr. Eddie McAshan, BirdCage alumni. No, this is the only time I'm doing this, so y'all can quote it. Look, I don't really rock Georgia Tech stuff, but Mr. McAshan is getting into the College Football Hall of Fame. He was the first black quarterback to play in the Southeast and start at Georgia Tech. He was the first black quarterback, first black athlete on the football team that had a scholarship at that time. And he sent me this shirt. I told him I would wear it. You know, this is only love because you did a show for us a while ago. So we appreciate the first black quarterback that played in the Southeast and definitely opened the door for black quarterbacks, not only in the college football area, but also in the area, in the city of Atlanta when it was not popular. Before Michael Vick got here and before Michael Penix Jr. got here, you had this man that was in the city that literally was an alpha back in the day. So shout out to you, Mr. McAshan. We got K-Dub in the building. And last and definitely never least or whatnot, we got Debo Vibes in the building tonight. Our boy Debo, what's good?
What's going on, fellas, man? What's happening to you on this beautiful, beautiful Thursday night?
What's up, Debo Vibes? Good to see you in the building, man.
Likewise. You already know.
Again.
Hey, Ryan, man, that's why I love those jewels that you be giving, man. The information that you gave about a gentleman from winning Georgia Tech, being the first black quarterback there, man, first black athlete on scholarship there. I did not know that, man. So appreciate you for, sharing that out. And that's why you're the historian. And that's a tight shirt you got on, man, for sure.
Appreciate it. He was actually
he's been on the show.
Okay.
Yeah, I said he's the first black quarterback that played in the Southeast. So not at Georgia Tech, but in the Southeast.
Right.
We got a former interview with him, like I was saying earlier. Just tap into it. But let's go ahead and get to these Falcons real quick. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we were supposed to have a 49ers guest to come through, but apparently that's not going to happen tonight, but it's okay. We'll definitely tap into some of the stuff that was put out. So starting to show off, the Falcons defense is ranked number 1 and the offense is ranked number 2 after the first 6 games of the season. When we look at what we've been putting out, period, offensively, it's been truthfully for us to be ranked number 2 and as inconsistent as we've been so far this year, it's really a good sign. Because once we start clicking on all cylinders, it's going to be a serious problem. And defensively, we've been the best defense in the league. But I want to start off with Debo on this one, then K-Dub. What are your thoughts about how the Falcons have matriculated throughout this time, and seeing that the league is wide open? When you see how this offense and defense is played all year, what are your expectations coming up now for the rest of the season so far?
Well, right now, man, we're like, we're 6 games in, and it's 6 games, right? Am I? Is it 5 games in? 6. Okay.
Games, yeah.
Okay. So right now, man, everything is all good, man. The team right now is really, vibing with Jeff Albrecht's scheme, and the things defensively, what they're doing is crazy. And I remember before the season started, there were a lot of narratives going on. I was, on a couple of podcasts, and we were just talking about, well, the offense is good. The offense is straight. We ain't gonna worry about the offense. You know what I'm saying? We got Penix, Bijan, Drake. You know what I'm saying? All them boys, they're gonna rock it out. But now it's totally different. We were concerned about defense. Now look at us, man. We got number 1 defense in the league. Now it's the offense that we got not really worried about, but you got, you know what I'm saying, keep a keen eye on right quick, because of what's going on with the offense. It could be a little more better, but never in a million years, bro. Never in a million years I would see the Falcons defense doing what they're doing right now. I haven't seen them do that since 98. When they had Archambault and them boys, you know what I'm saying, bro? Or probably even, 16. But from one look at it right now, man, I'm loving what they're doing. We're missing some pieces on defense and on offense, but I'm particularly talking about defensive wise. And shout out D. Alford, man, for stepping up to the plate too. So all the key pieces are really attributing to what they're doing. They're buying in Jeff Albrecht's defense, man. Number 1 ranking, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to keep it going. And you saw what they did last week to Josh Allen. They beat Josh Allen up. You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen got beat up last week to the point this dude was on the sideline. He was looking tired, man. And it's all that Jeff Albrecht scheme, and when Jerry Gray and the speed that we've developed in all of our players, man. It's all about speed right now and showing, and the results are showing, bro.
K-Dub, what you think?
I mean, like I said, I talked about it before doing the party line. But yeah, man, I mean, hey, just the proof's in the pudding, just like what the historian was just saying, man. We're just getting started. So just get used to it, man. This offense is just like I said, clicking together. It took the right coordinator to put it together. So, and you got to have the right pieces too. So everybody's growing together as a young unit. And I'm just trying to just go back. I hate to kick the man while he's down and run him over with an 18-wheeler, but but Jimmy Lake didn't know what he was doing. Okay, because now this particular defensive unit, led by Young Brick, which is his new nickname that Raheem gave him. I like that nickname, so I'm gonna call him Young Brick. So Young Brick put the boys together, him and Ali, and these guys that he put together, this defensive staff that he got these boys playing lights out. So I'm just excited to see what we got. We just scratching the surface with these guys. I mean, we still got a Trice that can come on back and help us get into that rotation. We still got we're gonna find a role for Caden Ellis when we come back. We're gonna just have him blitz. We don't really need you, Caden Ellis, but we might need you to blitz and come in and do some special stuff with that 4 speed whenever you get back up to health. But I just got high aspirations for the defensive staff.
Troy Anderson?
You mean Troy Anderson?
Troy Anderson.
Caden's starting right now.
I'm going to say Troy Anderson. I'm sorry. Sorry, fellas, and everybody listening. I got my names mixed up, but I'm talking about Troy Anderson. When he gets back off the mend, I feel like this defensive staff can find a way to utilize his skills set. Also, we don't need you on it as an every down player because your job has been taken. And now we can use you in other ways on this particular roster. So I'm just excited to see where we're at. I kind of seen it coming, but not number 1. I want to be top 5 or top 10 in both categories, but they've surpassed and surprised me. A person that follows the team each and every day, like everyone on this panel, especially the BirdCage. I know we follow it very intently. So I mean, it surprised me for what they're doing so far. I know it's a very small sample size, but I believe that we don't win our division. Tampa wins it, but we'll sweep another division. So it's gonna be weird. I see us doing.
So Graybeard just popped up. Got to let him get
Go
his
ahead, Graybeard.
stuff off. What you got, Graybeard?
Man, first and foremost, man, good to hear about Debo vibe, what it is, homie.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
but for me, man, I'm just like everybody else. I'm shocked with the defense, but three important names that got to get ratted off: Coach Albrecht, of course, Coach Jeremy Gray, number two, and Coach Ali for that for that defensive line. Really got them boys clicking right now and all feeling it. And like you heard his story, we ain't even scratched the surface yet, man. We just gave everybody just a little small sample size what the defense can be when we full strength, especially when we're healthy. And with the offense, I think Mr. Gag Robinson need to give everybody an appreciation for telling him to come down from his tower to
Mm.
get a feel perspective on what he's been on his play calling. Because as you can see, his play calling has improved.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, one young Pennick get off to the sideline, he can also talk to him. Hey, what do you see? What can I call better? And try to get that report. That's one of the main things we were saying in the offseason. Can Jack Robinson and Michael Pennick build that rapport to really get the offense clicking? And so far it's working. And shout out to the new wide receiver coach because Drake London looked like a monster now. The way he getting off the ball, the way he cutting, and all the other stuff, man. Hey, it could dramatic improvement around the board. The only thing we still need to improve on is special teams. That's still iffy. That's still iffy.
Yeah,
But
we gonna say that for another day because we got a lot to cover. Because again, we talked on it on the party line about that. The line giving up that field goal pretty much because that was not on Parker Romo.
no, that
He
wasn't.
ended up letting that guy get through. So what can you do when you have somebody in that backfield? But that's another topic for discussion or whatnot. Hey, Graybeard, move your camera just a little bit, bro, because we're only seeing half. Oh,
Hold on, we got that.
still can't see. Yeah, but while he's getting that squared away, the other thing that I'll say about this here is I believe this offense, as I said earlier, let's be honest, folks. Right now, while Penix is still getting his sea legs right now, as we would say, we are a running football team. We are a run the football team, and then we pass. That's just what this offense is while he's getting comfortable. Eventually, it's going to change. But right now, while he's getting his legs wet, while he's learning cover, still in the beat of the game down, running game is really our bread and butter. Running out of the pistol, I mean, we still doing it. We're effective. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right. But again, we got to still have some other formations that we can run out of because we're not going to be able to run pistol 80% of the time in a game. Now, if nobody can stop it, keep running it. But you're going to have to adjust at times because right now, the one thing that's keeping us ranked number 2 is pretty much our running offense. That's the reason we're number 2.
Right.
So at this point, I just see some things coming, and we'll get into that. But just a little warm up. We're talking about the offense and the defense being ranked number 2. Another thing that we have to talk about, you gotta admit at this point, the Falcons in prime time winning is this team a positive light now with certain people in the media. But at the end of the day, they still understand the trend of Atlanta. We have to break that trend of starting off good and not just giving up the draws at the end like we've done for a year. Franchise history of that. This is the time we got to change. So getting back to it, there was something that Raheem Morris talked about, and I'm going to play a little clip for you that I snipped out from after the football game just to talk about where we're headed and what the outlook is. So here's Raheem Morris on the Falcons at this state is being a playoff team possibly.
It's no secret, we want a playoff organization. We want to be able to go compete in those type of games, and we play one tonight. And there's gonna be no secret. Nobody's gonna shy away from those moments. We got to go do it. But those are the moments you want. Those are the moments you thrive for. The big dream about coaching a blank standpoint, an ownership standpoint, all of those things we want to be a part of. That was just something that we want to go out there.
So after that ball game or whatnot, he's letting everybody know and putting the league on notice that we're going to be a playoff team. Without saying it. Now, I want to hear you guys talk about it because it's something I'm gonna bring up after you get your soliloquy off real quick with this one here, because we got a Falcon hater that definitely had a backhanded comment that we're gonna address. So how do y'all feel about Raheem's confidence in this situation? K-Dub, you'll start this one, Debo, and then Graybeard again.
Well, like I said, I mean, you got to claim it. I mean, that's how you do anything in life. You got to see it, visualize it, and want it. You know, so I like that our head coach is speaking positive, and thinking that we're going to do what we need to be doing to climb the mountaintop. You don't go out there and beat the MVP like that on mistake. So I just feel like this team is just scratching the surface. I'm gonna keep going back to that. We just scratching the surface. So this defensive line look like they're gonna be special for said and done. And they're growing together. They kind of grouped them together when they drafted them. Even though Jalen and them came a year after Ruka and Dorless and all these guys, they seem like they came in all together. And it's just gonna be this, 2 or 3 years down the road as they keep these guys together. So we just gotta continue to just keep doing what we gotta do, man. I'm behind the coach. I feel like we're gonna go in as a wild card and wreak havoc. I mean, what I see happen. Teams don't want to see us coming in. And just to piggyback off what you just said, the story, I think we're gonna continue to be a run first football team, but we're gonna start to get that play action going when we get these receivers going. I see us possibly making a trade for a legit receiver opposite of Drake London before the trade deadline. Just to throw that out there. That's what I see happening.
Debo, what you got?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. But the last point you said, K-Dub, man, there's something that really concerns me. Now it's becoming a real concern in reference to our number 2, Darnell Mooney. And I think there's something way more going on than what they're leading up to, because we're in 6 weeks now, and he's not on the field. So what's going on? So I wouldn't be at least bit surprised. But if we do trade for a receiver, then you should be concerned about, well, Darnell Mooney should he be put on a shelf for the rest of the year? You know what I mean? So there's something to think about right there. Now, in reference to what Coach Raw said, oh yeah, I'm totally with it. And the great thing, here's the thing about Coach Raw. Last year, I hate to talk about last year. I got like PTSD and all this stuff, man. About we're scoring Falcon fans. We started out 6-3, but this year is totally different because last year's breakdown was because we had a breakdown quarterback. This and a crazy defensive coordinator. This year we had defensive pieces to keep it going. You know what I mean? So our coach, speaking of confidence, the way he did, the way the clip he played, historian, you gotta feel good about that right there. Let's just keep it going. And as far as like our offense is concerned, if you said it a little bit ago, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Bijan Robinson, the way he's going right now, he's en route to becoming the MVP of the league. He's right behind Baker Mayfield, who is lapping people right now as far as the MVP votes. But yeah, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Bijan, run him. Algier, run him, and let Penix, develop as a quarterback. And kudos to Zach Robinson for getting on the field. And because the communication with him up in that booth was not working. Now we see what's happened over the past couple of games. So as long as the coach has confidence in the team, I got confidence in the coach and the team as well, bro.
So Graybeard, in this situation where you have Raheem speaking on that, what do you think can go from this? Because when we win, we see this type of energy. We see it. But when we were losing, it wasn't there like that.
Right.
Do you believe that there's an inconsistency, or do you think it's a balance when it comes to Raheem? Is he just up and down? I'm just asking a question at this point.
I actually think a combination of both, in my honest opinion. Because to me, the way for the team to keep thriving, man, they needed to win ball game consecutively, and then on top of that, for Raheem to come out and publicly and say, "Hey, fellas, I believe in y'all. Do y'all believe in this team in this moment for us to make it to the postseason. So he just putting it all out there. Like, look, man, we're behind you. You got the fan behind you, organization behind you. Now, in the locker room, I could collect it. That 53-man roster. Do y'all believe we can take that next step? Because that's just my opinion on that. Because when we lose, trust me, it's like a hurricane. It's like a tsunami. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause right now we just need to keep this momentum going. Because like you said, and like K Dub said, Debo Vibe don't get it, Goop don't get it, Coach Cam, Coach Brent. Consistency is the mantra for this team this year. Now the only thing we've been consistent of is been giving it up and making us look bad, and we need to just try to turn the page from that. But yeah, man, I like the confidence that Coach Raheem is having with the team, with the coaching staff, and with everybody, man. We just need to build upon that
I want
for
I
each and
want to
every
see that
week.
same confidence.
Yeah,
I want when I say I like it, but I want to see when things aren't good, if we do catch an L, I got to see that same energy in that when
exactly.
everybody is calling for your head. Even when we're on this panel saying stuff, I need you to stay the course. Don't waver from that. And I
That's what,
like it because it's easy to do it when you win. Can you
right,
do it when you lose?
and that's what
That's
I
the
was going.
question.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get at. When we take an L, especially an L that comes out of nowhere, can you still keep that same level of confidence as you did when
Mhm.
we were winning? Be like, fellas, look, it happened. We're gonna get back to the drawing board. And we're gonna go back and get this dub the following week. That's what we talk about when iron sharpens iron and whatnot. And I believe if we keep that same motivation and that same level of confidence, even if we don't win the division, I still say we're a playoff team and we're gonna shock some people.
Let me ask y'all fellas a question right quick. In reference to Coach Raw, do y'all see a change in his demeanor as
Yeah,
far as it looks like he's taking his stuff way more seriously this year as opposed to last year?
It's
yeah.
a reason for that. It's a reason
Yeah,
for
he
that.
gonna get fired.
That's
Well,
right.
yeah, oh, yeah. Other than obvious, yeah. If you don't, he can get fired. I just see, I see. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. I just see him doing less of the mouthpiece, but a little more work on the field. That's what I'm saying.
No, I mean,
But I also think before him, yeah, he on a hot seat. But I also think he actually now believes that okay, this is the division that we had when we drafted Penny. This is the division when I thought I'm not even gonna say his name, and now we got Coach Albrecht now. This is the division that we had within defense, and it was just slow. So we just had to stay the course or whatever. So yeah, there's a change in his demeanor for sure.
No,
I
and
think
that's the
he
one
bring
thing.
on Mike McDaniel in some capacity.
That's the one thing that I was saying when we talk about the consistency, and that's what I mean when I say the word for this season. And I said this in the all season. It's got to be consistent because there are many moments where the consistency is not there, and that right there can make or break a team from getting to the playoffs, getting the championship. You have to be consistent all the way through, and that's the one thing that you got to have from top to bottom. And it's not just Raheem. It's starting from the owner all the way down to the fan base. Got to put that out there too, because I said it in bumper to bumper. We got to be consistent. I understand that we have people that migrate to this city. I understand that there are
Yeah.
other teams and people that buy tickets. But guess what? You got to be consistent and standing 10 toes down and being behind them. We can't let, and I understand certain teams travel well, but you got to stop letting these folks, well, unless your financial situation, you need some bread. I get it. It's hard out here right now. But if you can help it, we got to start outnumbering people that come in our house.
Exactly.
Period. We got to start outnumbering people that
Or
come in our house.
sell your tickets to Falcon fans.
Falcon
That's what I
fans.
want y'all to do.
Exactly.
Call
Sell them
all
to
your
Falcon
Falcon
fans.
fans first.
Because
Call
at this
all of them.
point, at this point, it's not
I
a
was
good look.
embarrassed.
It's
It was a bad
not a
look.
good look when you have commentators that are pointing out the obvious in the middle of the game. I get people get there late. I understand Atlanta traffic, but man, when you have them calling it out and they're putting the camera around the stadium and you see it, that's not good. But I also know it's a ton of people from Buffalo, New York that moved to Atlanta too. So I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
one thing about Bill Mafia, they travel. They trapped.
That's an understatement.
In there. They was in there. I'm gonna say it was
Oh.
64, 6% Bill Mafia and 40% Atlanta. Showed them when it was over with what time it was. So I mean, it was a great feeling when you leave them out, and then they paid all the money for the tickets. You see them with the poo face wall. It was good.
Yeah, but that was
after.
Now
that-
here's
but
the
that-
other problem: when you got the home team having to do a silent count at home,
Huh.
Yeah.
you
That-
doing you
Oh,
you
yeah.
hear
That
them
was
clapping,
embarrassing.
you doing a
That
silent
was
count
bad.
like, no, that's embarrassing because
that was
we the
embarrassing.
home team.
Right.
You can't be doing no silent count at home. The hell we doing here?
But
Yeah,
it all goes back.
That was embarrassing.
It all goes back what K-Dub said, man. Like people are selling their tickets to the opposing team, and that's what happens. I understand Bills Mafia travel, but my thing is this though: if the Benz is sold out for the season, I'm pretty confident 60% of Bills fans are buying season tickets. So Falcons fans will sell these tickets to other individuals, and
Facts.
that's where the problem lies right there.
Exactly.
Now,
I
now
agree.
here's the other thing that we're gonna put out. The other thing that we have coming in here, you also got to talk about this defense being able to shut down this 49ers offense, because right now there are two key players that are coming back, and that's going to be on the injury report a little later. We're going to dive into. You got Kittle coming back, and Brandon Ayuk is a strong possibility to come back. And those two, even though we've beaten them 3 out of the last 4 times, they've both given us problems the whole time. And it's not guaranteed that Purdy's going to be the starting quarterback. That's going to be something else we talk about, because Mac Jones is waiting in the wings. And all I'm saying is this: we have to be able to stop their offense, period.
Yeah.
We got the number 1 defense in the league. Guess what? We've been fortunate, and I got to call a spade, folks. And it ain't our fault. I ain't crying about a win. Mostly every team we've played, we've played teams with star players being injured and out.
That's a fact.
They got somebody out. No, I'm saying they got somebody out this game.
Yeah,
They got Warner out.
No, it's not just this game. He out
I
for the
love
whole
it.
season.
He got
He out for the whole season.
Hey, look.
That injury was ugly.
Hey, look.
It was
Yeah.
ugly.
We
And
got
it's-
people out.
Yeah, we had injury part of the game, bro. We got people out. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But the
mean,
thing-
I'm-
but
So, I'm not crying
I'm
over
not
this
making no
for milk.
excuses for it. I said I'll take the wins however we can get them. But
Yeah.
y'all noticing that a lot of people are getting hurt before they play us? Pay attention to it.
yeah, but at the same time, we
I
played.
said that at the beginning of the year. It takes a little bit of luck. I hate for people to get hurt. It's a little bit of luck before you get there. Now you got to be consistently healthy, and you got to play to the whistle. But you also need a little bit of luck in football. Got the ball got to bounce your way sometimes, and field goals got to go your way between the goalposts. All kind of stuff happens, man, throughout the season. So I hate for people to get injured. But hey, it is what it is. Let's continue moving on. Let's go get beat San Fran.
Yeah, I agree, but we also played an injury-ridden Carolina team, and they put 30 on it.
And then you got to remember,
Hey, we don't flush that tape.
we ain't flushing that, because that's got to be a reminder of it can happen on any given Sunday.
boy.
Let's think about it. We played a Tampa team that was injury riddled, and they at the top of the division right now. They're not making no excuses at all.
They literally
taking names.
They literally came back and won with all 4 of their wide receivers out.
Exactly. That's why I'm at that point. I think we have one of the best teams in the league. But
Agreed.
to be honest, best team in the division right now is them boys that's down there in Tampa.
Oh, for sure.
And that's no hate. That's no hate. Yeah, we got the rankings, but they got the division in their back pocket for right now. So they at the top of the food chain for now.
Well, my thing is
now.
One slip up though.
That's what.
Facts.
I feel. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong, because they can fumble the division like we did last year, and we can slip in there. But I just feel like they're gonna be good, like we see in them being good, and then we're gonna card, and then we're gonna wreak havoc. I'm just saying, man, I've seen teams win the Super Bowl out the wild card. We ain't gonna have no break, but we got plenty of depth and guys in the rotation that we run. So we got when
We're
they
not
healthy,
saying. Well, here's
we're
the thing.
gonna
I'm
be
not
a
saying
scary
that
team
because
moving forward.
this is my thing. I'm not sitting there saying it because I'm gonna keep this a book. Yes, we have a great team. Yes, we're still trying to figure out things, but we still have to make sure that we handle business because right now you cannot get too premature. We got to take this week by week at this point because we've seen this before. We've seen this team own the division like last year and we fumbled it away. Let's take it week by week. I understand that, hey, I'm good with us winning ball games, but I'm not going to put the cart before the horse. I need them to continue to keep proving that because we can win big games in the season. We've proven that. We've beaten playoff teams. We've proven that. But can we keep consistency going? That has been our issue. It's not winning ball games. It's consistency. Because again, I say I got us at 11-6 this year, 10-7. Been saying that since the offseason. But I got to continue to see it. Because that letdown that we had in Carolina is definitely a strong possibility. They decided to drop draws. Now, hopefully, that was just a learning experience.
In reference, I'm peeping something out right here. In reference to the game coming up on Sunday night, you got good news and bad news. The good news is I'm looking at this roster for the 49ers, and 7 of the receivers are either listed as questionable, out, or on IR. The projected wide receivers are the start is Kendrick Bourne, DeMarcus Robinson, and Sky Moore. So that's the good news. However, with that being said, the bad news is the head coach is Kyle Shanahan, who can make chicken salad out of chicken, you know what. And if anybody can make something happen, it's Kyle Shanahan. Jeff Albrecht even said it. So, even though, they're facing some crazy things going on with their offense, that dude on the sideline, Kyle Shanahan, can mix things up, particularly with Christian McCaffrey. And, of course, let's not sleep on Brian Robinson, man. The running back they got from the Commanders, he's that dude. He's a dude, man. So there's something to look out for right there, man.
He fits their system. But I got something that Kendrick Bourne said. I got a clip that I'm going to play for you guys. And he talked about what it is, what's going on right now at this point. So this is Kendrick Bourne of the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, as offense, we want to offensive minds, having an offensive mind. We want to lead the team. We're always competing with the defense in a good way. Leaders of teams like that, play good as a collective group. So, it's more pressure now. It always is, but now we carrying our workload and doing what we need to do to just help the team win.
So with him saying that in that locker room, and as you said before, Debo, you really can't sleep on that because at the end of the day, they still have playmakers on their team.
Mm-hmm.
Something that we still understand because even when he was here, we understood what he could do. And think about it. They got all the way to the NFC Championship game with injuries. And unfortunately, their quarterback room caught the bug. And that's how Philly got to that Super Bowl that year. Because let's be real, they was slapping the hell out of Philly when Brock Purdy was in there. So again, I trust young Brick, as K-Dub and Raheem called him. I trust him. However, you also got somebody else on that side or whatever that can help our offense out. You got Robert Saleh over there from the Jets that Jeff Ulbrich worked for. So you're going to be able to understand how to attack that offense defensively, and you're also going to be able to. The offense is going to be able to attack that defense because you got somebody who was in the room with Robert Saleh and they understood each other because guess what? They had the number 1 defense in the league with a crappy offense and a crappy Jets team.
I'm telling you.
That's dangerous. So this is pretty much like how do you say you look into the mirror? You're looking at a mirror, a reflection in this game.
For sure. Robert Saleh, Raheem Morris, you know what I'm saying? Jeff Ulbrich. Kyle Shanahan. They all know each other. They're like deep in a professional level. They all know each other real well, or they actually were on the same coaching staff. You know what I'm saying? 3 of the 4 were on the Falcons coaching staff at the same time.
Yes, sir.
So like you said, I can say it better. Historian, you look in the mirror when you play them, boy.
Hey, look about which set of players more. There you go.
Yeah,
It's a
but
mirror, but which one? Which
yeah,
side wants
but
to?
yeah, but we need that number one offense.
You know,
I
but
mean, we need that top
which
five
side?
offense. And we need that top five defense to travel.
Facts.
It
We
needs
don't
to
need
travel.
that top
Actually,
five, that top defense to forget. We need them to say, hey, remember what happened to us
Yeah.
a couple of
Hey,
weeks
this is
ago.
really
We got
trouble.
blank. We gotta go here and help our offense out and keep these boys out of the end zone.
Right.
Because the one thing you can say about that 49ers offense is this. Yeah, they struggled, but guess what? They gave Tampa a fight last week
They
with
did.
guys out. So
Yeah.
this ain't
Hey,
getting
look.
ready to be no gimme.
Right.
This ain't no gimme.
Hey, they-
This what's up?
Now, if they didn't burn that Carolina, we played it on the plane out there.
That's the whole, and that's the
Played on the
whole
plane
thing.
for the guys.
'Cause this my
Hey, look,
thing.
don't you ever forget. Don't you ever.
I played on the team. I played on the team plane. But go
I'm
ahead.
serious.
That's
At
what I'm
that
saying.
Yeah,
What I'm talking about.
that's facts. Yeah.
At that point, you got to remember, say, hey, they got a better offense than Carolina. Let's be 100 on that. They got a better offense than Carolina. And you got somebody who understands how to use everything that's there. That's the difference.
Just saying.
So at this point, you have to look at it from a standpoint of, okay, you got Kittle coming back. That's going to be big. The question is, how much are they going to use him in this game and how great a football shape is he going to be in? Because he's missed about 4 weeks, a month.
Right.
And you got Brandon Ayuk as well.
I believe he's gonna be on the pitch count.
I hope we
Big
get
time,
Billy Bad
big time pitch count, yeah. Because the other tight end targets, he hasn't been doing a bad job at all.
Exactly.
So he'll definitely be on pitch count, bro.
And then you got Brian Robinson, Alabama running back.
Yeah.
I was glad to see he came back from getting shot. If you remember when he got robbed,
He got shot in the backside.
Yeah,
And-
he came back with many men.
and unfortunately they beat us with him.
Yeah.
He had
Yeah,
over
he-
100. He had over 150 on us, but it was a different regime. Let's see if you're gonna be able to run the football against us, against this front, because we know y'all can run the ball and y'all have playmakers.
Right.
And you stack up to this defense that's gonna be in attack mode the whole night.
Man, you said a key thing. That defensive front, man, they're playing a different level. And I never thought I would say it's being led by it's being led by David Onyemata.
No,
No,
not David Onyemata. No, hell no, it's not led by him.
No,
That thing led by
It's Zach Harrison.
Zach Harrison.
Harrison is the leader.
As far being a run stopper. That's what I'm sorry. The interior.
No, it's Zach Harrison.
Zach Harrison. Okay.
Zach has been killing it.
Zach Harrison and Kate Ellis.
They've been killing.
Exactly. And then you get Ruka Roro.
And Brandon Dorless, Okay.
And here's the thing. Rook is actually leading. I think it's the South right now with a 12% pressure rate right now.
Yeah, I think.
And that's
pressure.
Yeah, that's big. That's a pressure rate right now. He's getting in that backfield because guess what? Zach Harrison is opening all that up for him. He's leading. I'm sorry, it's not 12. He's leading the NFL in pressures with D tackles.
The NFL.
15.
He leading the NFL in pressure.
He had it's 15. So I just looked it up. It's 15.5%. That's where it's at right now, almost 16%. And Zach Harrison has been opening it up for him, and Rook has been taking advantage of it, which I'm happy about.
For sure. Yeah.
That's why they told Jay the greater Jared, bye.
And it's gonna beat
you. You ain't letting the league in no pressure rate.
You're doing pretty good in Chicago, though.
Yeah, he is. That D-line, that defense is nice now. I ain't gonna sit there and try to crap on him because he's gone now. That's still Grady. But getting back to the next portion of this here, you got Brandon Ayuk that's coming back. The question is this: which cornerback is he gonna pick on? Because we know AJ showed that he's back, he's healthy, and he was able to shut it down.
Big plug.
D. Alford came in and did his thing, but you still got Hughes out there. A lot of people are like, oh, you're not watching. Hughes is getting cooked. I'm sorry.
No, It
was people on X or whatnot that was trying to argue with me. I'm like, y'all want to argue this, but Hughes is the weak link in the secondary. Yeah. It's obvious now at this point.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
And I guarantee you, Kyle Shanahan is pointing that out.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and it's always looking like he's giving. It looks like Hughes is always the one who's going to give it a first touchdown to the opponent. So you know, and it shows he's getting no. He's getting no. Last year, you know what I'm saying, he did his thing. You know what I'm saying, very quietly. This year, he's getting noticed. He's getting noticed for all the wrong reasons.
Yep.
So how do we try to remedy that coming up with the 49er team with their wide receiver core?
You at this point, I'm looking at it like this. I mean, you got to have packages for him at this point, but you know, and speaking of our secondary, I might as well bring it up. Hell, we went out of order with this, but oh well. You got Kendall Fuller that's moving up right now. I'm sorry, Jordan Fuller that's moving up right now off of IR while Billy Bowman is out. We literally shut down the Bills without Billy Bowman. And now you're bringing in a guy who played for Raheem Morris and he played for Jeff Ulbrich as well. He helped Raheem win a Super Bowl and he was with Brick when he was up in New York with the Jets when they had a #1 defense. So you got a guy that knows the system. The question is, what type of shape is he in to play? Because the knowledge isn't the problem. Him being physical is not the problem. It's can he deliver and be in shape without getting injured while Bowman is out?
That's the $1 million question. Because
so is Bowman out this week also?
They haven't confirmed it, but I can tell you right now, he's probably gonna be out because you don't move Fuller up off of that injured reserve like that if Bowman's not gonna sit for a little bit.
Yeah, Bowman about to fit a couple of games, man.
Yeah, because remember, Bowman actually beat him out for the job.
Yep.
So
I'm just wondering
for the slot position.
Yeah, Bowman's probably not gonna play this week, but they just elevated Jordan Fuller, and it looks like he's gonna.
They had that spot last week. He did pretty well.
Yeah, he definitely did.
He caught an interception. So
yeah, the offer.
I don't know. I mean, I don't really like offer, but he held it down.
You know, he shut it down last week. Yeah,
you gotta give the offer credit.
Yeah, and my thing is with that receiving core, Buffalo don't even have a true #1. They still trying to figure that out themselves right now. And I'm not mad at D. He did his job.
They true #1 in Kincaid.
Because Keon Coleman, just think about it, because Keon Coleman or whatnot is supposed to be the guy that they took, and he's got to step up. He didn't have a good game last week. It was the backup that had a good game, number 10. I can't remember the gentleman's name, but
Shakur.
Shakur. And Brown before he got hurt.
Because remember this, the first touchdown Jesse Bates gave up to Knox, the tight end.
Right.
And Knox has a very similar skill set as Kittle. Kittle's just a little bit more physical.
Oh yeah.
So this week, Bates has got to have his head on the swivel, and he got to literally look for that tight end seam because Shanahan loves to throw it.
Absolutely.
So, and not just that. Alford earned his spot on the field last week. Good tackles, couple of pass breakups, and that interception. So I would roll with Alford still, even though Fuller's going to get worked into the system. But Mike Hughes is still the question mark at this point.
That's
that's
what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure it out. Historian, you keep bringing up Fuller. In what particular situation he's going to be working to the defense?
Here's the thing: when you talk about
who are you going to take off the field to put Fuller in? I guess my question.
In certain situations in red zone defense, I'm taking Alford out because he's a little bit of a liability when it comes into the red zone. Fuller is a little bit bigger, and you talk about him playing in the slot in the red zone or whatnot. He's a physical tackler, and he can also play the pass very well. Okay. So again, Raheem didn't bring this man over here just to sit,
right?
And remember, he was a starter. He was a starter in the league for a while. So this man got
with the Panthers.
So it's not going to be too much drop off in that sense. But that's pretty much how you would put that in there. But here's a question I got for y'all.
What's up?
We sitting there talking about the defense or whatnot. Offensively, I'm gonna let Graybeard start this one, A-Dub, and then Devo. How did you get Kyle Pitts going in this ball game? Because he only had really 2 moments in that Buffalo game. One where he tripped over his own feet, and then he had one where he caught a first down. Do you think now that Fred Warner is gone, because they're still trying to figure out if they're going to trade for Cody Barton, who is a Tennessee Titan or whatnot? I don't think they're going to get him before the week is over with, but they're looking at him. But whoever's going to fill in for Fred Warner, do you take advantage of that with Kyle Pitts in this game?
I mean, you'd be a fool not to, man. Because I think, to me, if Kyle Pitts ever want a breakout game, it's gonna be this game. First and foremost, I'd never pick him at the X Factor again. But secondly, I just think, for me, I just think if Kyle Pitts,
Hey man, that was good.
I mean, I'll piss. But for me, Kyle Pitts can be a diamond in the rough, and he can be like an X factor for the team, especially against the 49ers, who's weak at linebacker. But at the same time, though, I think with Kyle Pitts, if you don't get him started early, I don't know. Because me in the red zone, I'll be looking his way and Drake London's way.
I'm with you on that. But the question is, I don't know. And matter of fact, since we talking tight ends, shout out to Mr. Damian Mitchell, Mr. Jim Mitchell, Atlanta Falcon legendary tight end that needs to be in the Ring of Honor. We're gonna still keep pushing that narrative until they figure that out. Because again, everybody that's caught passes in this franchise have passed up Mr. Mitchell. They had to pass over his name. His dad is still in the top 7 in this franchise when it comes to receptions, touchdowns, and everything else. Like, come on, Atlanta, do the right thing. Put this man in the Ring of Honor. Let's go. Let's get it right. Man got the numbers to do it.
Hey, look. A big old ring. We got plenty of room in that stadium. You can fill them up.
Yeah, you got that right.
I do.
And that's the sad part. You know, you got Falcons that need to be up in that ring that's not there yet. That's a problem.
Well, to answer your question,
that's it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ray. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say real quick. To answer your question, I do think Kyle Pitts is good enough, but at the same time, how if Jack Robert can go and utilize it? I think you need to move him around, maybe move him into the slot every now and then, and try to just give him some passes early so he can get in rhythm. That's what I'm thinking about right now.
And the 40 where Mr. Mitchell is putting up 45 years, what that means is his dad hadn't played for the Falcons in 45 years, and then still got he's still not even recognized as a Falcon that should be in that Ring of Honor. If it wasn't for Jim Mitchell, Steve Bartkowski would not be in that Ring of Honor because he didn't get weapons until later. Let's keep that a buck. That was his go-to right there. And even before him, he had General Lee, Bob Lee that was there. He had a former Auburn Heisman Trophy winner that was his quarterback, and he literally made chicken salad out of chicken, you know what. And he's got if you remember, if y'all ever see it, they show it every year. The infamous New Orleans Saints game where the Falcons were playing, and you saw that big guy punch one of the linebackers. That was Jim Mitchell punching one of the Saints linebackers in the face.
Oh, that's who that was.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
That's
so rest in peace to the legendary Jim Mitchell, HBCU legend. Y'all got to do right by him and put him in the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame, and we got to put him in the Georgia Sports Hall of Fame too. Man got numbers for it. So let's I'm always gonna advocate for the legends or whatnot. And he coached at Morris Brown too back in the day, by the way.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yep. So getting back to it, look, we got history tonight, dog. I got Eddie McIntyre on my chest, and then we just talked about a Falcon legend, dog. This is what we do here, man. So,
I like that shirt, though, man.
Thank you. Mr. McIntyre. He said, the only way I'm going to send it to you, you got to wear it on the show. I know you're a Bulldog fan, but I need you to wear that. I said, hey, you getting into the College Football Hall of Fame, so I have to wear it. So, he wanted me to tell everybody in the cage, hello. Oh, yeah, that's right. He also coached at Morehouse, too. That's correct. Dang. That's when Morehouse had a team before they shut it down and then started it back up. So shout out to Mr. Jim Mitchell, aka Meat. That was his nickname. But getting back to it, ladies. Oh yeah. getting back to it. Let's talk about the matchups for tonight. But before we talk about the matchups for tonight, we got to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. We're going to pay some bills. Tap in before and after Falcons games with the BirdCage. You know how we get down. We have the pregame meal for you before the game where fans get to express their likes, dislikes, and things that they would like to see happen in the game to come with the Falcons. Also, check out the halftime analysis with the historian. You know how we get down with that. And also tap in with the magnificent BirdCage crew with the party line or benediction post-game show. You know how we get down. You either get right or you get left. We'll catch it in. Ghost. BirdCage. So, y'all make sure y'all tap in on Sunday. We definitely got some good stuff for you, especially for the post-game show. Definitely
good.
We eating good at the pregame show. So hey, we need you all day and day. Debo, you know you always welcome to the restaurant, but I know you have other obligations too.
Hey man, if I don't have obligations, then you already know, man. I'm coming through, man, for the pregame meal, all that, man. You already know.
Hey, speaking of meals, tell the folks about. I'm gonna give you a quick plug or whatnot, man. Tell the folks a little bit about your food channel that you have on Debo Vibe, sir. Please.
Oh man, yes sir, man. So particularly, thank you so much for bringing that up right quick, man. So because this week is a very important week. I'm a Clayton County resident, a very proud resident of Clayton County, Georgia. This week, from the 13th to the 19th, is Clayton County, Georgia Black Restaurant Week, where they're celebrating all the Black-owned restaurants in the county. It's being ran by an organization, you know, saying here in Clayton County, who I'm actually been talking to and working with, and I'm going to drop a video. It's going to try to be on Sunday, where I feature my 4 restaurants I went to and really get, you know what I'm saying, a feel of everything going on down here in Clayton County, Georgia, man. Clayton County, Georgia can be a very forgotten county in the metro because, of course, you got the Cab, Fulton, Cobb, Gwinnett, and everything. And we're like, you know what I'm saying, on the south side where people kind of forget about us, man. But we got a lot of great things going on here. A couple days ago, I went to It's About South, soul food restaurant, where I had some outstanding smothered pork chops and a lemon pepper turkey wing, which was off the chain. And it was lemon pepper turkey wing, y'all. And it is what it is. And
I like
it was on point. It was on point.
He said,
I like different stuff.
Lemon pepper turkey leg, man. Turkey wing, yeah.
We got to take a second. Hold up. We got to take a second.
No. In front of you said that because I ate that today.
Wow.
Oh, is that right?
I ate that today.
All right, how'd you like it, man?
Man, I'm gonna tell you something about these turkey wings, though.
Okay.
Bruh. I'm here to tell you. They're legit.
Yeah.
Please go down there and get you
It's
some.
about South, man. It's about South. Right across street from Jonesboro High School, man. Yeah, so I did that video.
Ate good.
Yeah, man. So I did it, and before I got on today, this evening, I did a video at Ray's place. It's like a Chicago themed place where the families from Chicago, they bring the whole Chicago thing down here. And I had, for the first time ever, I had an Italian beef sandwich, man.
That was your first time ever having that?
First time ever, bro.
Man.
And let's say this. It would not be, because I said, when I walked in, I said, I need to do y'all do me a favor. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I know Chicago's known for the great food. Take me on a journey. Take me to Chicago. And they hooked me up with the Italian beef. They dunked it in the all juice sauce, man. And they gave me the Chicago dog. And they also gave me something, man, which I've never had before. Y'all see on the video, called chicken Alfredo tacos, where they take Alfredo sauce. But you can actually have either chicken, salmon bites, or shrimp. I enjoy the actual chicken. And so it's chicken Alfredo in a taco with all the elements of a taco. Spinach, arugula, onions, and it really tastes like taco, but with Alfredo sauce with a bite to it, garlic. It was the most savory thing I've ever had in a taco before, man. So I had that. But yeah, man, I'm a big time foodie. And the great thing about it's not so much about the food, it's a story behind the actual food, bro. And whenever I go to these restaurants, I love talking to the owners, and they like talking about how they got to the point they were. That's what it's all about. I'm dropping a video. Either it's going to probably more likely be on Sunday, about probably 20-minute video about Clayton County, everything that Clayton County has to offer, man. And yeah, man, Debo vibes on YouTube, bro. So
Yeah.
you already know the deal is.
Debo Vine do good, man. He articulate the food very well, man.
Yes,
So
sir. I
I
try.
check you out on it all the time.
Yeah, I
You
try
do a
to
good
verbally.
job.
I try to verbally express what I'm experiencing, man. So yeah.
And we
Please
got
go
to
You
back
do a
to
good
that
verbally
Hill
job,
Food
man.
spot.
and we got to
Please.
verbally express some love because we got another fellow podcaster in the chat. Shout out to Chris Tipmore, aka A1 in the building, man.
Hey,
Appreciate
one.
Yes,
Hey,
sir,
Yeah,
Chris.
man.
Chris.
Chris.
y'all check out Core on the Tipmore report or whatnot on his channel. Also, you catch him on this pretty much with Smitty, our other partner,
Boy,
on the Smitty
Smitty.
Sports. And y'all
Yes,
check
sir.
them out. They have a lot of great content and they're doing the damn thing. So shout out to Smitty A1 out here getting it in, and shout out to my guy Zay in the chat right now. He's one of my fellow art creators or whatnot. He does a lot of graphics. If y'all want some great graphics or whatnot, I know I do my own, but if you want to check out his graphics or whatnot, check him out at Free Games Zay on X. He's definitely getting it in for Falcon fans and any other sports fans that are out here. He can do some stuff for you, but specifically Falcon fans, if you want some great edits, check out my guy as well. So I had to make sure I plugged him in or whatnot because he's definitely helping put the BirdCage out there on X. So appreciate you, brother. What up, Jaden? Yeah, glad to hear your mom's doing better now. Definitely, we still praying for her, brother.
Yes, sir.
But getting back to it, man. Let's get to the Atlanta and San Francisco preview. We're getting ready to start this thing off with the X Factors. So the X factors in this ball game we have to talk about. We're gonna sit here and bring it up. I'm gonna start this off today first. I gave y'all the flow last week. I let y'all start it. I gotta say the defensive line has to be an X factor on defense for me because if we can generate pressure, we can stop the timing of a lot of these routes if we can get in that backfield. If we're not sacking the quarterback, throwing off the timing and getting touch. So I need that whole D line, rotating pieces, everything. Zach Harrison's my main X factor, but I need the whole D line tonight. I mean, next Sunday night. On offense, my X factor in this game, I gotta say, and y'all gonna laugh when I say this or whatnot, it's pretty much gonna be the cat that's playing right now. Well, hell, I'm just gonna say the whole offensive line because we've got guys hurt. Matthews hurt his ankle. We haven't heard much about that. We'll keep you posted. But I got the whole offensive line and defensive line. These are my X factors because if we can't control the line of scrimmage against a hand team, you catch L's. You catch L's if you don't control the line of scrimmage. So those are my X factors. I got the offensive line and I have the defensive line as my X factors for this week. Graybeard?
Oh man. My X factor on offense. I need another wide receiver to come up to the plate, man. I need you to try to take a little pressure off Draco, whoever they may be. Even though I see why Kiki Washington playing, because he can block his behind off. I'm here to tell you, so I can why he getting playing time right now. But I just need somebody else to try to step up the plate because I already know they're gonna be keying in on Draco the entire game. Because we need somebody to try to take the little pressure off him. Because therefore we can try to free him up and whatever. Because Michael Penix won't be just zeroing in on him and Bijan for the entirety of the game. My X factor on defense, Jackie Bate, Bankhead Bate. We're gonna need you. We gonna need you, man. We're gonna need you on this game right here, because we don't know if Brock Purdy is playing or whatnot. I highly doubt it. I think they're gonna roll with Mac Jones. They probably won't roll out Purdy until the following week. But like you can, Mr. Kittle is back, aka McGriddle. Kittle is back. Brandon Ayuk is back, and we also got to worry about that man named T-Mac, Christian McCaffrey. So I need Bankhead Bate to really get the defense, especially on the back end, and Kink. That means Alfred. That means the guy that always getting forever burnt, and
Gotcha.
jig everybody to keep everybody in line, man. Because if the back end is going up front, I think the front end of the defense can out there and do that job. Because those are my X factors.
K-Dub, what you got?
Well, go back to the well on offense. I'm going back to the man. He's gonna keep record shop. I'm going back to Bijan on offense, and then on defense, I'm going back to the X-Man, Xavier Watts on defense. Lighten it up and make things happen. So those are my X factors for this particular week.
And here's an honorable mention because Debo, I'm gonna let you have this one because I know you got your stuff detailed. My man got the pick. But here's an honorable mention. I gotta say this, and this is gonna be a weapon for us if he can be consistent out here. Bradley Pinion, that's an honorable mention.
I like that.
And the reason I'm saying it, and that's the honorable mention. X factors are my O line and D line, but I'm throwing this as an honorable mention because we have to be able to defend a long field against a Shanahan offense. You have to be. And at this point, I don't want the game to come down to the fact that we got to trust Parker Romo because this is a game we get to see him kick outside. But we'll get on to that. But go ahead, Debo, get your X factors in because we're gonna talk about Mr. Romo next.
Without question on defense, man, my X factor is Sam Roberts, man, for sure. I'm playing, man. I'm playing. I'm playing, bro. my X factor on defense, without question, man, Devon Diablo, man. That's my X factor on defense, man. You know what I'm saying?
I love Diablo. I love
I just think this is gonna be his breakout game, man. You know what I'm saying? We're dealing with a high tier running back in Chris McCaffrey, man, who can do all kind of things. And I think Devon Diablo can match the size and ability that C-Mac has, man, to really, you know what I'm saying, use his speed as well. So I just think he's going to have an overall good game, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as like if Brock Purdy comes in, then you know what I'm saying, I think Jeff Albert's going to throw some things at him because it's going to be the first time he's got to get reacclimated. You know what I'm saying? Throw some things, and I think Devon Diablo will have a great ability to actually do something as far as that scheme is concerned. On offense, my X factor is going to be Tyler Algier because that's my X factor. I think Tyler Algier is going to have more rushing yards than Bijan. I want to see Bijan have a little more receiving yards. Here's my fear, and I know we can't live in fear. What Bijan did last week, 107 yards, 100, you know what I'm saying, rushing yards and everything. I get it. That's cool. I loved it. But we do have another running back, Tyler Algier, who's also a starting running back. He will be a starting running back on many, many other teams. Give him the ball a little bit more. Let Bijan get his rest as well. I just don't want to see Bijan get beat up. You know what I'm saying? I know you shouldn't live in fear, but I feel like Tyler Algier can do the same thing that he did last week against Buffalo Bills with a couple of touchdowns, man. So I look to see what he's doing as well, man.
I actually agree with that. I think Tyler Algier will be the better runner because they already know they're going to be keying in on Bijan, especially what he did with Buffalo. And he was tired in that fourth quarter. That man
was tired. I think they overused him. I do believe they overused him.
Well, yeah, what's the concern? What's my concern, bro?
Now here's the most dangerous thing at this point, and I'll say this, and you got to give him credit because now the 49ers got a hammer for a running back with Brian Robinson. So for you Alabama fans out there, hey, Brian Robinson moved to the West Coast now, and he's in an offense that I think he could thrive in, but he's going up against the number one defense in the league right now. So, and the thing is, they didn't think about it. Outside of Christian McCaffrey being up and down, Christian is your slasher. You're going to try to take the pressure off of him. That's the thing. You have to take the pressure off of him. Robinson is going to be that hammer. And the one thing that we know Shanahan can do is run the football. And most folks aren't thinking about this. Go ahead and look up who the running back coach is. It's Bobby Turner. Bobby Turner is a legendary running back coach. If you don't know about him, do your research. The man was with Shanahan in Denver. The man helped Terrell Davis get 2,000 yards. He had Alandis Gary, Quentin Griffin, Clinton Portis. I mean, this man has had great running backs. And then when he came to Atlanta and worked on this staff with Dan Quinn, you had Tevin Coleman and you had Devontae Freeman
Devontae
during
Freeman.
that time.
Right.
Oh, point shaving ass Freeman. But yeah, I'm throwing it out there. I don't give a damn. Just
Let that man
Oh, dang.
yeah, I'm with it.
Let
but-
him live.
No, I ain't letting him live because he like to troll on Twitter. Like nobody don't see it. Oh
he
yeah,
do.
he
He
petty.
do. Yeah, he do.
So you don't get no grace. You sent Florida State cinnamon roll. You don't get no grace, sir. Oh no, he got to catch it. But I'm just saying. But Bobby Turner has been around for years, and he's produced some great running backs over time. You know, if you look at Bobby Turner's resume is like Terry Robisky's resume. Terry Robisky had some great running backs during his time, and Terry also coached wide receivers. But just think about it, man. Look at these running back coaches. Bobby is old as dirt and old as Methuselah, but the man still can relate to these young guys and get them to perform. So that's why I said I'm always anytime Bobby Turner is on a staff, I'm looking at what's in that running back room and what they're bringing because the man understands talent. He understands talent and definitely puts a lot of it in great positions to win ball games. So that right there is something that we're going to have to be able to stop. We got to stop their running game. We can stop their running game. They're going to be one dimensional. We'll eat it up.
They third string back pretty good too.
Yeah. But man, let's get to it. Now, we were speaking about Bradley Pinion. Pinion is going to be it's an honorable mention as an X factor because he's going to flip the field for us. He's got to be able to give that defense a long field to defend because when it comes to red zone defense, we're down in the 20s. Yeah. I'm sorry, we're down below, and we're about 66% conversion rate on this, but we don't really allow teams to get into the red zone. So we don't really get to see too much red zone defense, and we've seen it a few times, and they've made plays. But I'm okay with not seeing my red zone defense too much. I'm fine with it.
Agreed.
Because we can get off the field on third, but
that's the main thing, getting off on third down.
Yep. Now here's the question I got for you.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about Parker Romo.
Oh Lord.
No, we got to. Parker Romo missed 2 field goals outside in Carolina. Nobody blitzed, nobody got in there, and he shanked 2. Yeah, he made all his field goals that he's made have been indoors. Minus the one last week that was not his fault. If you've ever been to the Bay Area before, if you've ever been to Frisco, I'm stationed out there for 6 months.
Boy.
It's very windy out in that area. It doesn't matter what time of year. You can go down by the Golden Gate Bridge, you can go around by Sausalito. It's always windy because of that wind that comes off of the bay, off the water. So this is the question I got for you. Levi Stadium is away from it's about 30 minutes outside of San Francisco, but it's still near an area where it's windy as hell.
Yeah.
Do you believe that Parker Romo can redeem himself in this game with the fan base if he can actually kick in the wind?
Yeah, if he go 4 for 4 in this windy area, we'll give him a little bit more leeway, but I wouldn't even put the game in his hands.
I don't want to.
Bro, yeah, for sure. That part, me
I'm
neither.
going for it every time.
Yeah.
I'm going for 7. I'm 7.
Now, if he can go 4 for 4 extra points, I'm with it.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to put him in his hand.
I'm looking at it like this because it might come a situation to where Georgia Bulldog Michael Williams. You know, I got to point out our dogs. It's gonna hurt me. It's gonna hurt me to have to do some awful things to this dude, and this man helped us win the national championship. I love Michael, but guess what? I don't love you on Sunday night, brother.
Nah, not on bright light.
No, he gotta get that work. Just like Cook had to get hit in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Same thing.
You know, and Cook helped us win a natty too, but you know, that's long gone now. It's 2025. We appreciate it, but guess what?
That's what I'm saying.
You ain't wearing red and black. You
in
an
the
enemy.
mouth.
You are the enemy.
You get hit in the mouth. But dang, Nando popped up with this one here. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't trust Parker Romo
We all
outside.
agree with you. We all agree with you.
So
At this
We do
point,
not trust you. We do not trust him outside.
I don't trust
I'm
him
gonna
inside.
tell
I don't trust him inside.
I'm gonna tell you who you need to go get. If he decides to leave school, go get Peyton Woodring.
Oh,
If you don't want Peyton
Yeah, I
Woodring,
think it'd be outstanding. No, I want him.
I'm gonna
Woodring
be
good.
real. But if you don't get Peyton Woodring, get me one of these kickers that kick outside in the cold, in the wet. That's what I need. I need a kicker that can kick in all weather.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you get a college kid that's been kicking outside the whole time, where it's windy, rainy, and cold,
all the elements, all the elements.
you can trust him. Now, I can't say that about kickers down south until they get in the league. But kickers that are in the Midwest during fall, end of summer, fall, spring, and everything else, that right there is something that it's one of those things. Oh, thank you, Mr. Smith, for bringing this up. And speaking of kickers, I got to bring this up. We got Eddie Pinheiro, Florida Gator, on top of that. So I'm getting ready to let my hate go.
Oh, here we go.
You damn Skippy. He turned us down and said, I want to go somewhere where I can win. Oh, yeah. It's in the article. Pull it up online. Mr. Eddie Pinheiro. Mr. Pinheiro.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that. I didn't.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, because
he said it.
He said it.
I remember.
Yeah, he said it in the interview. He said, yeah, I want to go somewhere where I can actually win. Oh, yeah. So this is my thing. I challenge my special teams unit. I need 2 block field goals.
Block.
And then if you get a chance to take a shot on him, knock the living hell out of him.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Look, that'll be a 15-yard penalty.
That'll be a serious 15-yard penalty, bro.
I'm okay with it. I'll take it because I trust my defense.
Man, slap the game out of him.
But my thing is, I want the tone to be set to let you know that you won't even speak ill of the Falcons if you got a chance. No. But outside of Eddie Pinheiro talking mess, he's a good. As much as I can't stand him, he's a damn good kicker. But you know what? He's a Florida Gator, so you know he's an ass anyway.
Eddie Pinata.
Eddie Pinata. You know, don't nothing come out of Florida good. I don't give a damn what you say when it comes to them Gators.
Some good Gator come out of there. I ain't gonna lie, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. I do love Joe Hayden. I can't front. That's probably one of the only Gators I liked during the time.
Joe Hayden.
Joe Hayden. I wanted Joe Hayden in Atlanta. I ain't gonna even lie. Shut down corner.
Javon Kerr.
You know what? You almost got me to cuss at you just now when you said that.
It's Javon Curse, bro.
No, I almost said the F word to him just now. I had to bite my tongue. I almost said the F word and you at the end of it. I had to bite my tongue.
It ain't that deep.
No, he was a part of that team that came into Athens and put 54 on us. I ain't trying to hear that. No.
Yeah, I remember that game. I almost cried. But
no, I did. Look, I was a kid in elementary school. I did. I went to school. I went to school the next day and got in a fight with a Gator because I wanted to take my aggression out on somebody, and it made me happy.
Man, I was getting dragged left and right, man.
But it feels good to be able to whoop up on them jokers. You know what I'm saying? And then we got better football players. Now, you know, they got Emmitt Smith, you know, but he ain't never run for 2,000 in the season, you know. So but I ain't gonna Yes, sir. But let's get off of that. We got to get back to the Falcon, man, because I'm sitting here trolling right now. I could do that later. But let's talk about this here. Here's another thing that we got to think about. With the Falcons winning this ball game, if they win this ball game, how do you see the national media viewing this team when it comes to that? Because I got something I got to pull out the chamber, and I want y'all to comment on that too.
I don't think we still get respect if we win this game.
Yeah, I think it's the same. Like
it'd be
after we beat Bills,
it'd be like how the 49ers lost instead of actually.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Oh, the 49ers gave it to them." You know, they're gonna turn it around. Well, we didn't do nothing major.
I don't know, fellas, because you gotta realize back-to-back primetime games, if the way we did Buffalo and we turn around and do the same thing with San Fran, you got to realize back-to-back weeks, all eyes will be on us. And back-to-back weeks, we win. And back-to-back weeks, the whole world see what we did. And we're already putting up the numbers as far as the rankings are concerned. Now, I feel what you're saying, like, Atlanta, same. How the 49ers let that game slip away. Like they said, the Bills lost, and the Falcons didn't win, the Bills lost. But I think if we put together back-to-back primetime games where we win and the whole world sees it, I think that'll say something right there, man.
Fair use.
I just don't. I believe when I see it, they give us praise. I think the city of Atlanta.
I mean,
give us
if
praise,
we put
but,
if we put BTA on, yeah, I agree with that.
So here's the thing: fair use.
But now it's like, Yes. Bijan Robinson and company, Michael Penix Jr. Let's go. Drake London. Let's go. That defense. Let's go. And hell, I based on how the 49ers played last weekend, they're at 4-2 and the Falcons are at 3-2, and that's going to be a hell of a game now.
And I don't know why that can't. No, let me finish this because he said something, and I want y'all to hear this because we getting ready to check this fool. I said this I said this last year. I don't want no. I said this on X when he posted it. I told him no, keep your niceties, and I'll show you where I put it at.
4-2 and the Falcons are at 3-2, and that's going to be a hell of a game now. And I want to see more Falcons games. Devin.
Yeah. You want to see more? We getting ready to address that. Oh yeah, you saw it right. You saw it exactly right. I'm gonna tell you just like this, and I'm gonna let y'all have it. That was Falcon hater number 1 last year. Remember that?
Yeah, he was.
That was
Mike Florio. Yeah.
That was Kirk. That was the Kirk Cousins supporter, and he was mad when Kirk left and came here, and tried everything he could do to trash this team. And now he wants to speak well of us. I'm gonna say this with all disrespect, included, gets no respect over here. So from the bottom of my heart, with all disrespect, you can take that fake energy that you're putting out. I want to see more Falcons games. Hey, you can take that. You can take it sideways. You can turn it up you can take it sideways. You can turn it sideways. And guess what? You can shove it straight up your ass. And guess what? We can say ass on here. We can say damn on here. We can say hell. Because guess what? You ain't nothing but old candy ass reporter anyway.
Oh man.
Your articles are terrible, for number 1. Your podcast is horrible. And I don't ever speak on nobody like that. But for you to be as condescending as you are one of the worst in the game. Devin McCourty literally carries that show because all you do is whine. We don't need your support right now in Atlanta at all. You spoke bad about us, keep that same energy. You and everybody else that's done picked against us, don't start picking us now. We don't want y'all to like us. We're fine. We don't mind being the bad guys. So, Mike Florio, you can go to hell in a gasoline draws driving a bus 100 miles an hour. That's where I stand.
Well, damn.
It's a fast.
Tell us how you really feel. This story.
Yeah. What's really on your mind, bro?
Yeah,
I just did. Look, y'all don't ever get that out of me because mainly I'm very professional with it. But for a split second, I took my being a mediator as a host off because we've heard you speak negatively. And I understand it's your job, but the stuff that you were saying last year was more of personal shots because you were mad that Kirk Cousins left. Don't think that we forgot. We didn't just fall off the banana boat yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
we did.
Yeah.
There's no way I can follow that up, but
I would just say I concur.
Anyway.
Yeah,
The curve keep pushing.
I can't.
That was a nice little soliloquy right there.
I can't follow it up if I try. I'm not going to, man. Thank you, historian.
But it just burned me up because it's like, look, it's okay if you don't like us. I'm cool with that. But don't try to jump on the bandwagon now because the moment we lose, We saw what you said when Carolina blanked us out. We saw what you said last year when we pissed away the division. We saw that. Shout out to Uncle Louie in the building, man. Tyler Algier's uncle, Louie Algier. What's happening, Dirty Lou?
What's going on, Dirty Lou?
So,
But
well,
I'm sorry, y'all. That's been in my soul for a couple. That's been in my soul for some days. And seeing him say that, I marinated on that, and I literally thought about it, and I mean it every word that I said.
Oh yeah, we know. We
Mike
definitely know that.
Florio,
Clearly.
like I said, it's just certain people that I can do without. Now, I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
I got, we do things a little differently around here, but I pray that one day we can get to the level that you're at, where we can be respected to that point to where we can have a show where people can listen to us just like they listen to you. Because I'll be honest with you, I think it's some people out here that can actually host better, do better shows in that sense when it comes to information and not putting personal feelings into it.
All right, man. What's up, man? Something you need to talk about?
Say again?
Something you need to talk about, man?
Nah.
Sure.
I just need to get that off my chest because look, I know I talk about these Falcons and I'm honest, and here's the thing. Yeah, Mina Kimes too. Fake energy. She was with us till we lost, and ever since then, it's been like, hey, we good. You stood up for us one time, and then you just fell off. But it's okay.
It's kind of like you've been holding on to that for the entire off season.
But this just happened the other day because again, there have been moments, but at the end of the day, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay because we all we got. We're all we all have each other's back. All Falcon content creators, whether we like each other or not. Guess what? It's all of us against y'all.
Oh yeah,
that's really what it is. But how do you feel about how the national media is trying to turn a good leaf for us? From Mike Florio, Mina Kimes, and all these people want to speak on us, but then you have the people like Tony Dungy and people like John Gruden, folks that were speaking up for us last year. Last year, even when we pissed away the division, and they still speaking good about us. How do you feel about the media in that sense?
I mean, we live in a "what have you done for me lately" society, man. So, like, we just saw Mike Florio. Oh, I watched plenty more fucking games. Like, no, like you said, like you very eloquently express yourself. And people, those talking heads, I don't pay attention to. The Tony Dungy's and everyone else, those are the ones I pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? John Gruden's, who have had our back, those are the ones I pay attention to right there, man. But like I said, man, it's all about recency bias. Everybody sees what you do lately, and then they want to jump on. So those are, like you said, those are the ones that are fake, and those are the ones that I give no credence to, man. You know what I mean? So it always has been, always will be, bro. You know what I'm saying? The flavor of the month will always get drunk. So, that's right now the Falcons.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, the flavor. You know what I'm saying? So right now the Falcons are a flavor of the month, bro. So that always happens. So, but like you touched on, man, the ones who have, properly diagnosed how the Falcons are going, where they're going, the direction they're going, those are the ones I give my listening ear to, bro.
I agree.
K-Dub.
I'm gonna say, we're gonna tune them out. I'm really feeling the same way Debo Vibe said, man. I don't even listen to the national media. I stopped listening to the national media years ago. I kind of just tune into the content creators, people that really follow the Falcons closely each and every week, like we do. They have a lot of more information because we follow this team. We're not trying to do a national media coverage where we're trying to cover the 32 teams and other things like that. They only see a piece of us. They see a little bit of highlights and things of that nature. They don't follow this team every single day like we do. So we know this team better than they do. So I really just convey what we talk about and the content creators that help us out and that follow and do things, same thing like that. I pay no attention to the national media. I really don't feel like they're going to give us any credit all the way. Going all the way to, even if we go to the Super Bowl, they're gonna be still discrediting us. You're gonna have people that stay down from the beginning, like Debo Vibes was saying, and then you're gonna have people that are always gonna be like, man, Atlanta ain't gonna do nothing. They're gonna find a way to have another 3. You're gonna always have people hating on the city. They hate that we run the music game. They hate that we do a lot of things in our city. So they gotta find a way to pick at us. So that's what they do. Is they pick on our sports media. in our sports team. So I mean, I'm used to it. You can't be new to it. You got to be used to it. And I'm still for our city. Long as we're speaking great about them, that's all I really care about. And that's just my opinion on it.
Great bit.
I agree with everything with K-Dub there, and I agree with everything with Debo Vibe. I mean, for us, man, it doesn't even matter with the main media got, man. What we doing right here in the city of the A. So, hey, man, it's what it is, man. Keep it pushing, man. Keep winning. Give them more things to talk about.
Because remember this team that we're playing right now, people forget they weren't always a dynasty.
No.
Yeah.
Just remember this. They had good players. They played in games, but the 49ers were bad for a long time. They had the $1 million backfield consisting of John Henry Johnson before he left. You had Joe the Jet Perry, you had Hugh McElhenney, and you also had ATL. You had one of the great, and then you had RC Owens that was catching passes on the out, on pretty much at the receiver spot. And they could never win with that talent. You had Leo Nomalini, who was one of the greatest defensive linemen that ever played the game, and you couldn't win him. So, and Bob St. Clair, Hall of Fame offensive tackle, you couldn't win with him, and you had talent. So they went years, over 40 years, for being bad. Bill Walsh came into a bad situation, and he turned it around. Think about it. 1981, they get their Super Bowl. We beat the hell out of them in 1980. We got them twice in that year. And from that point on, we didn't beat them again twice in the season until 1991. So I'm just saying, they went on a run when Bill Walsh got there, and he started making decisions decisions that transitioned that franchise to a winning culture. So until we get to that point, we really have to put ourselves in a spot to where we brace for it, because everybody's laughing at us. Go look at America's game when Randy Cross talked about it. When they won a game at the end of the season and they're celebrating and carrying people off, everybody in America laughed at them, but guess what? They knew what was coming. Guess what's going on in Atlanta right now? There's a change happening. It's a change. I'm not comparing us to them because they've won multiple championships, but guess what? I see the change happening, like how they described when the 49ers had that change. I see it. So at this point, there's a change coming to Atlanta. The question is, are you ready for that change? And have you been on this bandwagon? Have you been on this wagon as long as half of us have?
I'm trying to tell you.
But I'm drunk. I got drunk on the wagon.
We all have.
Been on this wagon since 1991, since I was really since I came out my mama's womb.
We done fix some flat. We done fix some flats on this wagon.
I'm telling you, not just fixing flats. Hell, we done had to put K-Dub, we done had to jump and change a couple of batteries.
Definitely had to change a couple of goddamn brake pads and some freaking carburetors on the freaking train.
Right? Yeah, some rotors and everything.
Hey man, look. But you know what? No matter how long people have been on this wagon, welcome. If you're new to it and you're just getting to it, welcome. But just understand this. Being a Falcon fan ain't for the faint of heart. If you ain't got thick skin, this ain't for you. I'm letting you know that now. Don't just ride when it's good, because we pretty much are the ass of everybody's jokes.
Yeah. I'm tired. That's the key thing I'm so tired of. I'm tired of being the butt of folks' jokes. That's
mentally tough to be a Falcons fan. I'm trying to tell you.
You gotta be mentally tough.
But let's get to the last part of the show, fellas. We had our little bit of fun. Score predictions.
All right. I don't think it's gonna be a high-scoring game. So I'm gonna go with a 21-12 Falcon.
Okay.
I'm going to say the score was going to be 28-24 Falcons.
Okay.
Evo.
Hey man, Kyle Shanahan versus Jeff Albert, man. And I'm looking forward to see, the battle of the minds right there, man. But I also think, man, Robert Saleh, man, put his hand in the pot as well. So I got It's gonna be a low scoring game. I agree as well, man. I got 24 13 Falcons, man.
You got me. You know what? We had a player that played for both of these teams, so I gotta play this one good time for you.
I got one thing to say. This is my house. I built this, and this is my house.
So I'm gonna say it like this: as Prime say, this is my house. I need us to take over their house and make it our house because we owe Shanahan. We got a light. Hey, we owe Shanahan in blood because of how he screwed us in that Super Bowl. I stand on that. So anytime we get a chance to embarrass him, I got us winning 35-14.
God.
Oh, like that. Hey, I would love to see that. I'd be dancing again, huh?
Fred one is not there. We're getting players back on our offense. And I'm just gonna say this here. Who's gonna stop Bijan? Who's gonna stop Algier? Who's gonna stop Kyle Pitts?
And on top of that, bro, if we got, we still know. Are we sure Purdy's playing or no?
We'll find that's a game time decision.
Game time decision.
I think we'll see the backup.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Mac Jones going to there, man. One of those scores you said might be a defensive scorer, bro.
Here's my thing. Mac Jones actually has better control of that offense than Brock Purdy does.
Mac Jones, he looked like you're right. He looked like a technician against the LA Rams that one night, a couple of weeks ago, though. He looked like a technician.
But Mac Jones is used to coming off the bench and stepping in and winning. The man, think about it. The man, even though it was COVID year, he had all SEC schedule. No cupcakes. This man in that 2020 offense ran through the SEC at that time. Period. And that team that won the national championship in 2021, he diced up. So again, he's used to coming off the bench and being that guy to light it up. But as much as I think it's funny, Mac Jones gonna be gone pretty soon. He gonna find a home, and I just pray that New Orleans don't get him.
That's what I'm thinking. Where he was going.
That's the thing that scares me, because if he go to New Orleans, they got a franchise quarterback, and I don't want that to happen because they already paid Purdy. They gonna get rid of him. I'm telling you that now.
Oh, and the person that can stop Kyle Pitts. We seen that everly on Monday night.
Man, stop that, man. That man slipped down.
Bro. Hey,
I don't care. He slipped down on national TV.
It was a slip.
Man, go on somewhere, man. It wasn't.
That's because you expected it to go off. They really didn't even go to in that game.
No, he's not an X factor. He's a D factor. He's a freaking
D factor. No. He was your X factor last week.
Yeah, stay on business. He was your X factor, bro. Stand by it.
I just need
you to do this. Go ahead and put the horn. Keep that same energy, man. Keep saying energy, man. Watch he go off this week, Debo. And hey, look, he said no coming back and picking me again. He might go off this week, and you can't pick him. No more.
Look, you see how he turned away? Just
I wouldn't give 1, 2, 3 of these damn. Yeah. I wouldn't give 1, 2, 3, 4 of these damn.
If there's ever a game, if there's ever a game for him to go off, it'd be this game. This man only has 23 catches a whole year for 200 something yards.
Hey, Vibes, this how it's gonna go. This how he got the energy right now.
Hey, that was enough.
He got the Uncle Elroy energy. He told us, all right, that's enough.
Hell to the no.
Cow.
Man, wait a minute, who's hating on Pitts? That man ain't hating on him. We just calling a spade a spade.
Man, that dude trash.
Hey, let's keep it up.
All I know is Kyle Pitts that don't pick him as no X factor the rest of the season, even if you go off this week. That's all I'm saying. You better not pick him. You better not pick him. I'm gonna remember this.
I won't. I'm good. I'm good.
But I'm gonna this. I'm gonna make sure I clip this and put this in the short. So we ain't gonna never forget this. This is gonna be on here.
I'm good, man.
I'm sorry, man.
Rise,
You know what?
rise up. I'm good, man.
Right.
Rise up, yes sir. Rise up, yes sir. Yes sir.
Rise
Yes
up.
sir.
Look, I had to stand on the fact that the man balling right now. And I came in here and I said it. Now, here's the thing. I said, can he do it all year? That's my whole thing. I'm gonna give him credit when he do it, but I need to see him do it all year. And not just because you're getting a paycheck at this point, or you trying to get a paycheck. I need you to do it all the way through. But anywho, Debo, please let the lovely viewers know where they can find you and your food content, my brother.
Yeah, but before I do that, man, let's check on Graybeard, man. Looks like the blood pressure done went up a little bit, bro. You okay?
Man, I'm good.
All right, man, all right. Just making sure, bro. I see you do a lot of twitching and everything. I was making sure, man. I didn't know we both we both gray beards. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure you know.
Yeah, we gotta
Make sure you okay.
Make sure that breathing levels, you know what I'm saying, stable, bro. You know what I mean? So
we don't need y'all. We don't need y'all. Look, we don't need y'all going to the upper room or going to see the Undertaker.
Yeah, no.
Hey,
for sure.
Look, but if he go, I'ma sing.
The upper room with Jesus. You know what that is, the upper room?
Yeah. I'm gonna be look, I don't need you to go, but if you go, I'ma sing it. I got to sing
it. You know what I'm saying, man? I feel horrible, Graybeard. I'm like, man, goddamn, Kyle Pitts sent Graybeard to his maker, man.
Hey, this all look, and we gonna have to have a tribute to him.
Yeah, a tribute show, bro. A tribute show. Yeah.
I'm not putting that on my boy, knock on wood.
Yeah,
but if Kyle Pitts was to put that man out, hey, we gotta play.
Yeah.
Hey man, y'all don't know what we gonna do in here. Look, we right now we're calm, but we sitting here clowning. So y'all got to forgive us, man. I know it's supposed to be a little bit more decorum, but you know what? This is just one of those nights where we just gotta have fun with our boy Debo clowning in here.
I appreciate it. Answer your question, man. Y'all can find me on Debo Vibes on YouTube, the real Debo Vibes on Instagram, Debo Vibes on TikTok. On Debo Vibes YouTube, of course, the foodie videos nonstop. You know what I'm saying? Catch me on Southside. Catch me all over Atlanta doing food videos for restaurants around the area. Every Wednesday at 8 o'clock, me and my brother and my homegirl, Miss Savage, we do a 1990 show, a retro show. We talk about old school stuff from back in the day. We have guests on, and I just have a good time and talk about, you know what I'm saying, lighthearted stuff, man. And of course, you know, Falcons content every now and then, man. And you know, check your boy out. Definitely appreciate the love, and as always, historian, man. Thank you for the invite for another episode of BirdCage, man. It feels good being back with you, brothers, man.
Hey, man, we got to get you back in here. Probably if you can, because we're gonna probably end up doing the show on Sunday night after the game as well. So if you are up, or if you know you got time, come on through.
If I'm not,
man, we got definitely.
If I'm not that intoxicated, I'll come on.
You know what? Yeah, you might be right. Hey, and shout out to Miss Savage, because she was supposed to be on the show with us tonight. She was supposed to come in here and talk all this trash for the 49ers, but she had, you know, pride gauge. She got back to me. Hey, get well soon. Little, you know, had a little headache, was out of it. So, you know, hey, I definitely understand. I suffer from migraines. I had to go to the VA today to I had to re-up on my meds today.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, made sure to keep my blood pressure down. Fooling around with y'all fools. But anyways, man, shout out to Miss Savage or whatnot. Y'all check out her platform as well. She's definitely getting it started, and she's doing it the right way. We definitely appreciate y'all. And all the fans that are in here, we definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in. So, Debo, we will catch you next week, my brother. We will sayonara, my brother. K-Dub, appreciate you tonight, my magnificent BirdCage brothers. And then we got Graybeard. We'll catch you next week, sir.
Cow pit.
Here you go. Go somewhere with that mess. But anywho, man, shout out to all the fans that are tuned in tonight. We appreciate the love, and we appreciate you guys tuning in. Check out the pregame meal before the show, before the game. That's going to be at 7:15. Y'all tune in. Many try to imitate, but they can't duplicate what we do. We got you covered. Also, check out the halftime report. We have that during halftime. If you don't want to hear what they're saying in the studio and get the rundown, we give you straight Falcons football and as well as the opposing team as well. And also check out the party line and benediction. So without further ado, thank y'all for joining us tonight. We got much love for you, and we will see you guys come Sunday. Ghosts.